Hello and welcome to News Review from BBC Learning English. I'm Tom and joining me today is Catherine. Hi Catherine.
Hello Tom, hello everybody. Today's story is all about the Emmy Awards.
The Emmy Awards. And don't forget, if you want to test yourself on the vocabulary that you learned today, you need to go to bbclearningenglish.com to find a quiz. Now, let's hear more about this piece from a BBC Radio 1 news bulletin.
Schitt's Creek's won every comedy award at the Emmys. Tonight's other big success story is Zendaya, who's made history as the youngest person to win lead actress for her role in Euphoria.
Yes, so the Emmy Awards have happened online this year, digital only. Now, these are the big television awards hosted in the United States, and the comedy Schitt's Creek won no less than 7 awards, which is a record.
7 awards and Emmy record. Incredible. So we've got 3 words and expressions you can use to talk about this story.
Yes, we have. We have sweeps, win big, and a big night.
Sweeps, win big, and a big night. Catherine, let's have a look at your first headline, please.
Yes, we're starting in Canada today, and the headline from City News 1130 is Schitt's Creek sweeps Emmy Comedy Awards.
Sweeps easily wins everything that can be won.
That's right, sweeps, S-W-E-E-P-S. The pronunciation has a lovely E sound in the middle. Tom, do as a demo.
E, sweeps.
Sweeps. Okay, now sweeps is a verb. Tom, what do you do, tell us, when your kitchen floor is dirty?
When my kitchen floor is dirty, Catherine, I use one of these. I use a brush, and I use the brush to clean the floor. The verb for using the brush to clean is to sweep.
And, ooh, is that a nice sweeping motion you're doing
there?
Yeah,
you can see it's a large, woomph, strong motion to the side.
And every piece of dirt on your floor gets caught up in your brush, doesn't it, Tom?
It does, yeah. It just takes it all up. And actually, is there a phrasal verb we can use here?
Yes, you can sweep up the dirt on your floor. So sweep, if you sweep something or you sweep something up, you get all of it. Nothing escapes. And this is the idea of sweeps in our headline. If they swept all the Grammy Awards, they had all 7 comedy awards, there was nothing left for anybody else. So when we sweep at an award or we sweep prizes, it means we get all of them. There's nothing left for anybody else.
We sweep them up, we collect them all, or we obtain them all easily. Now, is this the same as the phrasal verb sweep away? Are they related?
They are related, but the meaning is quite different. If you sweep away the competition, it means that you win everything and nobody else gets anything else. So it's the same sort of meaning, but sweep away refers to your opponents. When you sweep up, it refers to the prizes.
So we could say they swept up the prizes because they swept away the competition.
Exactly.
Exactly. Great. Thanks, Catherine. Let's have a look at our summary slide. And if you're enjoying the video, we have more videos about cleaning vocabulary, don't we, Catherine?
We do. Just click the link to watch.
Click the link. Okay, wonderful. Catherine, can we have our next headline, please?
Yes, now we're in the UK with BBC News. The headline, Emmy Awards 2020, Schitt's Creek and Succession win big.
Win big. To win many times or win a large prize.
That's right. Now, this is a 2-word expression. The first word, win, W-I-N. The second word is big, B-I-G. Now, we know big as an adjective that we used before a noun, but here it's an adverbial expression. Win is the verb, Big is the type of win. So it's an adverb here, big. If you win big, it means you win everything that can be won. Now, in the Emmys, there were 7 awards, and the programme Schitt's Creek got all of them, so they won really big.
So Schitt's Creek got 7 Emmy awards. Do I need to win 7 things to win big, or do I need to win many things if I want to win big?
Well, that's one way of winning big. If you win a lot of competitions altogether, a lot of prizes in a competition. But if you just win one prize, but it's a really big prize, that's another way you can win big. And we use this expression a lot with gambling. So if you gamble $1 and you win $10,000, you can say you won big.
You won big. I could say, there's a noun phrase I can use to explain that, isn't there, after I've won big?
Yes, you can say you had a big win, and that just means you won a lot, or you won something really important, or you just had a really win you were really happy about. Have you ever had a big win in anything, Tom? You must have done.
Have I ever had a big win, or have I ever won big? I think I won a colouring competition at school once when I was a child.
Nice! What was the prize?
I think it was a badge.
Oh, well, that's a big win when
For a
you're 7-year-old.
that is a big win. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Let's take a look at our summary slide. Now, talking of big things that happened at award ceremony, something happened at an award ceremony last year, didn't it, Catherine?
Yes, that was a really big win for a couple of people there. To find out what happened, click the link in the video.
Click the link. Great. Catherine, can we have your next headline, please?
Yes, still in the UK now with Sky News. Emmys 2020, bad year for British talent, but a big night for Schitt's Creek and Succession.
A big night, an important evening, which is usually expected. What can you tell us about this expression, Catherine?
Well, it's a 3-word expression. First word is a, the second word big, B-I-G, and the third word night, N-I-G-H-T. So a big night is a night where, an evening where important things happen, usually because you know that they're going to happen. It could be a wedding, it could be a birthday party, an awards ceremony, but it's a night that's usually planned where you put the dress on or the tux on, and it's all exciting and sometimes quite expensive, and you remember it for a long time.
Yeah, I think this idea of planning is important. So Schitt's Creek would know that they were in the competition because they had their suits on, etc. But do we need to expect something for it to be a big night?
Well, no. I mean, you can have a big night that you weren't expecting. You know, you go out thinking a normal night a normal evening will happen, and then something really unexpected happens. But there's another way we can use the phrase big night, and it doesn't mean that you get a wedding proposal or a prize or anything. It actually means that you just have a big, big party.
A big night of partying.
Yeah, lots of alcohol, lots of dancing, a very late night, and you usually feel quite tired, to say the least.
It was a bit like Neil's birthday last year, wasn't it? That was a really big night.
That was a big night, yes.
I came home at 3 o'clock in the morning. So a big night, an important evening which is usually expected, or a big night of partying. Let's take a look at our summary slide. Fantastic. Catherine, please could you recap the vocabulary from today's programme?
Yes, we had sweeps, easily wins everything that can be won. We had win big, win many times or win a large prize. And we had a big night, an important evening which is usually expected.
Remember, you can test yourself on today's vocabulary on the website bbclearningenglish.com, and we are all over social media as well. That's it from us today. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.